So I'm driving on my way home from work today, and I'm thinking about the new Superman movie. My wife and I went last Sunday after church and went to see it, and we both really enjoyed it. Overall, just a good movie, but the fact that it was also a good Superman movie really just was, the chef's kiss, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top of the sundae. Because there have been some not so great Superman movies lately, and for as much as I can appreciate Henry Cavill and the nerd empire he is seeking to build, it just wasn't it. I grew up as kind of a goody two-shoes, somebody who was just trying to do their best and trying to do good in their world. I loved punk rock music. I still love punk rock music. I am sometimes terminally and toxically positive. And so as someone who grew up and still is kind of all of those things, and I mean, my job is basically following the rules, right? And so, as someone who can identify so much with so many of these things, to see this play out and to have this be the version of Superman here that James Gunn has put up on the screen, I just feel seen. It's fantastic. I think that this movie would also appeal to folks who don't hold necessarily the same values that I do, but this idea that this Superman is less than or not as good, or I saw someone describe Superman as a Mary Sue today, and that just boggled my mind. A Mary Sue character is kind of a self-insert character for the author, and if you know the history of Superman, you know that he was initially written by two Jewish writers who, at a time when being Jewish was not considered, it was hard. It was hard to be Jewish at that time. I mean, it's hard to be Jewish at a lot of different times in history. So the idea that this was some kind of Mary Sue self-insert where Superman, it just is kind of a silly thing. But this version, the idea that kindness and hope and doing the right thing, no matter what the consequences are, and the idea that's punk rock. I love that. I love that idea. I think that that's fantastic. And if I saw someone say about the punk rock community that they are some of the nicest people out there, and if you don't meet their level of niceness, they will fight you for it. They will fight you over being nice. And that perfectly encapsulates a lot of the punk rock community, but at the same time, I think that is just a nice touch for kind of the wrapper of what's going on with this new Superman movie. So no spoilers on that, but if you get a chance, I would highly encourage it, especially if you were like me, you grew up and you just want to be a force for good in the world, and you love some punk rock, and you don't want the world to make you jaded, no matter how hard it's trying. Get out there and see the new Superman. Highly recommend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. God bless and Godspeed, guys.